This is like the collision of all things that I love when musical artists and famous people get involved into baseball. So I went down a deep dive today because Darius Rucker, yes, just wait for it. Of course, of Hootie and the Blowfish fame. I know he's got his own career now, but whatever. That's how I remember him. He put out a tweet that he has joined an official organization that's happening in Nashville to bring Major League Baseball to Nashville. He joins Justin Timberlake and a bunch of very wealthy, prominent business people in Nashville to bring an expansion team to the city. Now, it's called Music City Baseball. It's to be an expansion team. It's sort of dovetailing off of the MLB's initiative to bring 2 new teams in, I don't know, question mark, the next couple years.
Okay.
They've gone as far to come up with a name, which is really cool. They would be named the Nashville Stars, and it's a tribute to a former semi-pro Negro Major League team that played back in the 30s for a couple decades in Nashville.
Wow.
And then I started looking, actually, Nashville loves baseball. Like, it's a perfect city for them to have a team. They have a minor league team that's one of the most attended minor league teams in the country. The closest stadium to them is 4+ hours away. And the Atlanta Braves are 4 hours away, the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. So they deserve a team. Mm. As I was doing that, I pulled up a map of all the different teams throughout the country. And you will see, it's hard to really take a good look at this, but there are just parts of the country that don't have we're so lucky to have a stadium near us. But you think about Nashville, they have a football team, they have a really good hockey team, they have a soccer team. A baseball team would be a great addition.
So what were we looking at with the different colors? That was how far...
The different colors represent the different teams. So you would see, like, the easiest, let's look on the East Coast. You'd see the red there is the Nationals and how far their fan base would go. And, Tennessee kind of like is in that purple area, which is the Braves, but they bump up against the Reds and the Cardinals. They're kind of like in that center spot right there. So it's, I mean, I would be excited to see it. And so just to wrap this up before I obsess over it, they need Taylor Swift to add to their board as well. We need some girl power in there. But apparently Carrie Underwood is part of it as well. Or Carrie Underwood was part of the Predators.
Yeah.
So we need some female voices in there. But this is really interesting. They've done some rendering, and it will be, they're hoping to put the stadium right downtown, right next to the Titans stadium.
It's amazing to me because Nashville has become, I know for hockey, like such a hockey town. And I went down a rabbit hole too when I saw this, and I was like, how long have the Nashville Predators in the NHL been in the league? I would have said like within the last 10 years. I can't believe that they came in the NHL in 1998 and that they've been around for that long. And I got to be honest, that might, besides DC, of course, and Montreal, I'll give them that up in Canada. Nashville is one of the coolest cities, yes, but sports cities ever. And the in-game entertainment that they have, I've been to one Nashville Predators game when they played the Caps a couple years ago, and I met my dad on the road there. The most fun experience. They play the country music. I think when they score a goal, they play I Like It, I Love It by Tim McGraw. Like, just so fun. And I don't know, it is such a great sports city that I'm kind of surprised that they don't have a baseball team yet. And it'll be exciting to see kind of how this transitions and moves forward, because I think it is such a great sports city in general.
I think it's going to start snowballing because the MLB is very strapped for cash, like a lot of these leagues are. And with bringing on an expansion team, you get an influx of cash because from the city and the fan base getting involved. It just, so if anything, if it were to happen, we would see this happen soon. So we'll stay on it. It's exciting to see. Another team come in. Las Vegas is also the other rumored city to get a team as well. So we'll see.
Does Seattle have a team?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm thinking of the recently added teams in the NHL. So Seattle already has a team. So so Vegas could maybe be the next spot for a baseball team.
And that's what I love about doing a show with you. I either bring it always back to baseball and you either bring it back to hockey. So, and the way that we find the crossover there is pretty darn amazing.